It's looking a little baloney color. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or Royal Appleberry, as you see in the title. I am Kenny the Messy Soaper, for those of you who are new here, and for those of you who are always here, welcome back, boos. So what are we going to do today? So I have been wanting to make this soap for a very long time. Why haven't I? I don't know. This ain't it. So you guys probably already saw me make this soap. It was my layer soap. I'm trying to figure out how to get myself in this camera the best way possible. Yeah, there. So, yeah, I've been wanting to make a Calamine soap. Just because I think everybody would need one. There are times where, honey, you might have bug bites, or you might have like just a itchy skin, whatever the case may be, and you need some soothing to your skin. Now, mind you, hear me and hear me well, I am not saying this soap will cure anything, but Calamine, if you know anything about Calamine, then you know that it can help with itchy skin, irritated skin, all the things. So that is not the reason why I'm making it, like I said, to heal anything, because I don't heal nothing. I just make soap. So other than myself, I will say that I do heal myself of ailments and things like that, but you, I do not. So what you see, you don't see nothing. What you see here is my oils, and my heart oils and butters already melted down. Yeah, let's get you in here a little bit better. They already melted down, and then I'm going to add my liquid oils into it. I poured my lye. You see, I'm always doing something. I messed with my camera, and I should not have. Now I cannot get it back in the position that it was in. That was like, oh jeez, Lord, the problems, the struggle is real. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. That was easy. So yeah, I do the heat transfer method, which is basically where you pour your hot lye. Ooh, child, y'all need to see the mess around me. Where I pour the hot lye into my hard oils and butters and melt them down, and then I add my liquid oils, and that just makes the process faster for me. So that's what we're doing here. And now you already have your did I say lye solution? I don't know what I said, but anyway, if I did not say that, I put my hot lye solution into my hard oils and butters. I don't know what I just said. I may have said just that, but sometimes you just have a brain fart and you're like, what did I just say? So anywho, I was like, what color am I gonna make this? I was just gonna make it solid pink, and then I was like, do I want to do some color? I don't know. So I think maybe I'm also making it with goat's milk, just because I feel like that would be great, a great combination, Calamine and goat's milk. So here is my Calamine right here, looking like Pepto-Bismol, just a pastel version of, and it's going to be scented with lemon grapefruit essential oils. I just feel like it's going to be a lovely soap. I do. So I'm excited to make it. I finally, after all these years, decided to go ahead and make it. Now I was going to put some colloidal oatmeal in it, but I don't, for the life of me, I can't find it. So this is what we're doing. And I thought that would really make it extra nice, but again, I don't know where I put it. You know what? I think I just found it. Hold on, y'all. I happen to just look over towards my stash, and I think I see where I put it. Okay, I found it. Yay, I'm very happy. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that into my Calamine and goat's milk mixture. And this is just mixing a little bit of water. Nothing crazy. So we're going to do about that much. Maybe a hair more. There we go. And I think that's going to be a very lovely soap. I might even keep a bar for myself, just because I think it's going to be grand. I feel like I'm on to something. So, let me go ahead and give this a mix. But anywho, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're tuned in. Thanks for coming and check out these vibes if you are new. Over here, we just kind of talk about everything soap making and just life in general. Sometimes we just talk about soap making. Sometimes we don't talk about nothing, but most times we do. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section where you're watching from, because it's always fun to know where people are watching, no matter country, city, or state where you're watching from. Alright, so yeah, let's get this show on the road. I think I explained everything to you. Let's go. Okay, so I have learned something, because this is my first time using Calamine powder. I don't think that it actually stays pink, and I don't think the color is stable in cold processed soap. And I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. So maybe I just didn't put enough. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. I mean, you can't have enough, I don't think. I mean, obviously there's a limit to everything, but I don't think that it's gonna cause any issues with the skin. So I'm gonna put a little bit more, maybe another, say, teaspoon and a half. And then I am going to mix a little bit of rose clay with it. It already has kaolin clay in it, so I think the rose clay is not gonna do anything to her. So yeah, because this color is not the color I was going for, so I think we need to fix that. And what you saw me put in here was just a little bit of titanium dioxide, and I probably should have colored it white, like cream first, and then, because I do believe the yellow of the base of my soap is what's causing this. So I'm just gonna lighten it just a hair. And I mean, over stirring it's not a problem, because it's only going to be like pink and then have a swirl. So let me grab a little bit of water to hydrate this clay, and then I put a little bit of rose clay. So in my mind, I was really thinking this is going to be like a pale pink soap. It's not. And again, like I said, I don't know if Calamine powder is stable in cold process. The color, I know the Calamine powder is with the color. So it's doing better. And I mean, I don't know if I thought I was in the view of the camera. I don't know if you guys saw me add a little bit of rose clay to this just to give it a pinker hue. So I think maybe that helped. Is it the color I want now? But is it the color we're gonna get? Yeah. So I'm not mad at it. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be. It's not like a 7-color soap or anything like that. It is just, I'm gonna do, I think maybe a little bit of a drop swirl of the cream color in it, and we're gonna call it a day. Now I think I want to give it one more blast of lipstick blender. I wasn't going to, but I don't like these little flicks. So yeah. She's still over here behaving, so we love her. This reminds me a lot of my Such Beauty soap that I used to make. It was just this color, slightly better looking, and had a lovely fragrance and some floral dry botanicals on top. So this just reminds me of that. But I think once it goes through saponification, becomes soap, then the color is going to be nice. But honestly, I'm not mad at it. It's almost like an antique rose color, so can't really be mad at that. Well, at least I can't, because I'm not. But who knew that just one color soap was going to give me all this trouble? Happy whatever day it is to you in your part of the world. Again, I am happy that you are here. Thank you for joining me on this little corner of the internet to hang out with me while I make soap. This one's gonna be pretty quick. Well, it should have been quicker than this. But by the time I edit it, it's gonna be nice and quick. So, and believe it or not, I really could stick blend it some more, because it is thinner than I was thinking that it should be. but we are going to leave well enough alone because again I'm gonna do a drop swirl and I don't need or am I gonna do it in the pot, child? I don't know. It don't need to be too jazzy. I just want a little bit of breakup of color in here. So now decisions. Am I going to do a drop swirl or in the pot? I think I'm gonna do it in the pot. Let's just call it a day. Probably should give that a stir. I mean, this big old gargantuan spatula. I really should use a smaller one. Okay. Yeah, I'm very happy that I decided to set this cream color off to the side because it does add a little bit of contrast to it. So I'm just going to do something like that. And honestly, that's probably too much. I didn't even really need this much. But what you going to do? So I'm going to save the rest of the top. And then we're going to go ahead and get that poured in. See if I can get you in here. Oops. Without knocking the camera around. There we go. Perfect. I'm not even going to give it a swirl. I'm just going to pour it as is. Yeah, I made a couple of soaps actually that reminds me of this color. Yeah, very simple. And don't get wild, girl, because don't forget you got a soap sitting next door. We don't want no problems. We are not choosing violence today with this soap. No, we are not. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape this down, and then we're going to put the white on top and we'll be done. I feel like I'm going to put a few botanicals on top of this one. I don't know if I already said that or if I was talking about an episode, but that's what we're going to do. Alright, there we go. And I can't texture yet because it's just too loose, so we shall wait. I'll be back. Okay, it is not completely set up, but this is good enough. I was going to make another soap, and then I just decided I am not. Because ever since we spring forward, time is moving a little faster than I would like it to. So I was just like, oh yeah, it's probably like 5, 6 o'clock. No ma'am, it's almost 8. So I'm just like, yep, we're going to close up shop. My laundry's almost done. And then I'm going to skedaddle and go upstairs, relax. So I was just going to layer this all on the top. But now I am not sure what I want to do. So we're just going to do that. Did that. I could have. Ooh, chap, girl. Okay, now you live in wild. Stop it. I just got a little bit of splash of white on there. I'm not gonna try to get it off because that would just cause more problems. So, I might just end up doing what I thought I was gonna do. Just cover the whole top in this cream color. I don't know why. I just feel like layering soaps today, or just yeah. Because this one that's next to, I made this soap today, and I did a layered soap, 5-layered soap. Is it the straightest soap I've ever made? And mine's now. But is it pretty? Absolutely. So I was just going to put a layer of cream and then just decorate the top. But now I'm like, I don't know. So it's just going to have to speak to me once I get all this cream spread out on the soap. So we shall see. This does not have to be perfect because I'm not trying to do a layered soap with this one. I mean, if I'm to keep it real, it is still a little too loose to be texturing, but I'm gonna try it because I'm ready to be done with making soap today. And that's never good. Being impatient is never good when making soap, but sometimes you're just ready to go. So, let me see. I don't want like tall peaks or anything on this soap, so even if I do texture it and they fall back down, as long as it holds a little bit of shape, I'm okay with that. So let me find a texturing tool. So I think I shall use the back of this. Okay, perf. Yeah, this is kind of the look I was going for. I mean, yeah, it is still quite loosey-goosey. Especially on this end, like, what in the world? So, yeah, it looks like we're going to have to wait because I'm not getting much texture there on this end. I don't know why this end is so loose, but okay. Okay, that didn't take very long for this to set up, so now I'm going to go ahead and try again to texture this. I don't know what's with this freaking end down here. It's just not. It's all the same. I don't know why this is not setting up, but I don't want to wait no more. So that's crazy. Ooh, I don't like that, but what you gonna do? So it's okay because this end right here is about to get some botanicals. So nobody's gonna see it or even notice it. If I didn't tell you and you saw it on my website, you wouldn't know the difference. Now would you? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that down here and do it again because I'm hard hit. Okay, that's better. Maybe I should have started the other end because it's kind of dragging some of that loose cream down to this end. Alright, that's cute. I like what I'm seeing. I had a little blend of flowers I was going to put on here, but this is so dainty and lovely. I feel like it needs a very dainty flower. Gabe is over here showing me things, and I think, let me see those. I think that would be beautiful on it, but also I don't want to put too much just because this is a Calamine soap. So I don't know. What shall I do? What do I have that's like super delicate in flower? Because I was gonna do this. I just had this left over from another soap that I had made. I think that might be a little too bold. I'm trying to go like soft. Oh, I think I got it. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I think just because I did put colloidal oats in here, I feel like also I could be going down the wrong path with this, but I'm just gonna put a little bit. Nothing crazy. This is so pretty. This turned out prettier than I thought it would. So yeah, just a little bit, just to kind of signify that it does have oats in it. I don't want to go ham. So I got some pink heather flowers right here. I think those would be nice. These are Heather Erica. So who's Heather and Erica? I don't know. But they're going on top of this soap. And these are like super dainty little flowers. And that's why I want it because the soap is dainty. See that? Now if I drop that on there, y'all hear me cry. Like real loud. So let's stop. Ooh, yeah. Okay. This is perfect. Ooh. I like it. I don't want to lie. I'm going to bring you in so you can see what I'm doing here. But this is lovely. Lovely. I think this is perfect. What do you think? Yeah. I just need a little something, nothing too crazy. And just to kind of liven the top up. I'm not really concerned about them popping over there. They'll fall off because the soap is pretty much saponifying on the top. I was going to put some baby's breaths on here, but now I feel like this is perfect. I don't think it needs it. So, let me pick her up and then let you guys see. Oh, she's heavy. Isn't that cute? So yeah, again, thank you for sticking around. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. You're a real one. And don't go anywhere because the cut is coming up right now. I actually started filming this and then I don't know what happened with my memory card, but it was like slow speed, so I had to find my other one, and here we are. So we are going to cut this lovely girl. She has some soda ash, but that just adds to her appeal, I think. She smells beautiful. I was going to cut this soap yesterday. I molded it 2 days ago. I was going to cut it yesterday, but it still felt like it could use a day because I did about 4 ounces. No, child, no 4 ounces. believe it or not, I did about 4 grams more water than I needed, and it did make for a softer bar of soap. So I was just like, well, you know what, we can wait. And even with me unmolding, she was just like, I'm not sure I want to come out the mold yet. But here we are. So, hence the reason why she's looking a little, you know, just a little bit roughed up on the side. But that's okay, because ain't nothing that can't be planed off. But, she smells wonderful. I will say that. She looks wonderful. And I figure I should probably get down here and cut her, or we may not be able to cut her. But yeah, so this turned out really the way that I was expecting it to. The color is going to soften right now on camera. The camera never really does justice on the true color, because it's looking a little baloney color. And really that's not the color of it. It's a beautiful, like, antique rose or peach, I would say. But very cute. I am happy with the way that she turned out. And you know what? I'm trying to think, did I put these? Yeah, I did. When I was filming, I couldn't remember if I put these botanicals on or after. There's one soap I made, and I was just like, oh, I forgot something. And then I put them on after, and that's what I was going to tell you guys, that I went on and gave her a little bit more dressing off film. But, yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I just got home from work. Lies, I didn't just get home from work. I've been home about an hour. But, I just had things to do. Feed the animals and all the things, and then I was like, oh, I was on the phone with my mom. Hello. Yeah, so I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I was like, you know, let me get down here, because since the freaking time change, oh my gosh, it's just like, as soon as you get home, the day is gone. The time is just flying by. And I was like, how is it 6 o'clock? I feel like I just got off of work. This is nuts. But I was like, let me get down here and get this soap cut up. So here we are. Like I said, I just wanted her to be, yeah, if I hold it this way, you can kind of see the little, almost like a ghost swirl. It's there, but not really. But, yeah, I just wanted you to be able to see this lovely soap and get to cut it while I can. I mean, I think even if I went another day, I still could. Because now, like, it's warming up outside, and it's just a little bit more humidity in my house. And I got to keep, you know, a reminder for myself of that, because the cure time is a little bit longer, or even unmolding, should I say, is a little bit longer for me to unmold these soaps, because normally I can pop these soaps out almost the same day. But I was just like, yeah, not so much now. Oh, I forgot, I put because I was like, what's some specs? I put oats in here. Cool. So I'm very pleased with, like, the color. First I was like, I don't know. But also I was kind of like, well, you know, it is Calamine soap. If you do see Calamine bits in it, I mean, hey, that's even better. But it just turned out lovely. Very, very dainty, pretty soap. And I think this soap would be really good for even children and those with delicate skin. So, I do think I'm going to keep a bar for myself. This year, one of my coworkers asked me, and I said I was going to make it. And, you know, life be lifing, so I forgot. And she didn't ask, so therefore I never made it. But we were talking about, she read an article, and I actually had read the same article, I think a couple of weeks before she had. And I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. So it was a young man from India, and he said that mosquitoes never bite him, and his friends couldn't figure out why. And it's because he had a citronella soap. And she was like, is that something you could do? I'm not, and I know what you're talking about, and I'm going to try it. So I need to do a little more research to see usage rate and all the things. You got to safety first, and then I might try my hand at a citron. I think people will want that, you know. I personally cannot stand the smell of citronella. Just a nasty smell to me. But I'm going to make it anyway. And I mean, sometimes when you make soap out of certain fragrances and essential oils, it kind of tames what you don't like. Because I'm not a fan of pine at all. But when I do make it in a soap, it's tolerable. But outside of that, nasty. I know a lot of people like it. I'm like, I don't know how, but I guess. Because a lot of people question me, like, how do you like patchouli? But I love it. So, I get it. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Michigan weather is on one. We went from, I think the week's forecast was like 34, 56, 70 with a low of 29. I'm like, what? And then back to 44. The high this morning I think was 22, and now we're at 44, and tomorrow is supposed to be almost 70. I'm like, child, figure out what you want to do with your life. So, but again, this is Michigan, and I know, like, my bestie, she lives in the Poconos, and I noticed that their weather is very similar to ours. And even as a child, I don't know why, and a lot of people that I know thought the same thing, that the Poconos sound like some tropical place where it's always warm and, you know, palm trees and all. It's not that. So I don't know where we got this idea from, but it definitely isn't that. So their weather is very, very, very similar to ours here in Michigan. It just seems that, like, if we get snow here, they get it the day after. Same with the rain, and even the exact same temp, they just get it a day after us. So I know she's been experiencing the weird weather right along with us, and some of you probably are too, because this weather has been all over the place for everybody. Places that don't even snow, it has been getting snow. It is unseasonably warm for us. It's not supposed to be this warm this early, but I remember last year, because today is March 17th, happy St. Patty's. St. Patrick's Day. I learned from Celine. Ooh, shame on me. I can't remember the name. If you guys know, what is it called? Handmade? Oh, I can't think of the name of her channel, but Celine, she's from Ireland. And she said Irish people do not like for it to be called St. Patty. Patty is a woman. St. Patrick's Day. I am handmade. That was the name of her channel. So yeah, today is St. Patrick's Day. I didn't even realize that. I am decked from head to toe in green. And then I got to work and I saw somebody with a St. Patrick's scarf on. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure they thought I was being very festive today, although it was unintentional. But yeah, if you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'm pretty sure when you see this video, it will be long gone, but hope you had fun, didn't drink too much. And also, I didn't realize it really, because I think I forgot again. No, let me take that back. I did realize it when I saw one of my coworkers with a shamrock scarf on, and then I was on the phone with my daughter via Bluetooth, mind you, driving home, and I was like, where are all these cops coming from? She was like, it's drinking day. I was like, oh yes, I forget about that, because I don't do bars and celebrate these holidays by going out to drink, none of those things. But just to see cops just kind of hanging out in parking lots and on corners, I was like, what y'all doing? So well, yeah, this weather has been something, but it's a lovely day. Even though it is 44, it is beautiful outside. So with that being said, thank you for sticking around. If you watched from the beginning to the end, you are a real one. I appreciate you from the top of my head to the bottom of my green sole shoes. I do. Now, how did this one turn out to be the prettiest one for me? I wish the camera would really show the true color of this bar. But again, I thank y'all. And if you are watching now, even if St. Patrick's Day has passed, throw a shamrock in the comment section. Thank you very much. A leprechaun, a pot of gold. I'll take all three. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate you. If you are new to my channel, again, welcome. I'm so fucking happy that you found me. If you would consider subscribing, that would be amazing. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm just very appreciative that you are here and spending some of your lifetime with me. Not the whole lifetime, just a little bit. Thank you. So with that being said, love, hugs, and kisses. I'll see you guys in the next making video. Bye.